I've been reading a lot of people's comments. I mean, a lot of people are angry. I'm angry. I'm effing angry regarding everything that just happened. This yes vote, the 10-for-1 reverse stock split will happen, the ape conversion to AMC, more dilution. I'm very angry. And I've been noticing a lot of apes have been talking about a Class A action lawsuit. If you really want me to tell you the truth, and I've said this in the past, I said this when Al from Boston wanted to do it, I think it's a big waste of money and it's a big waste of time. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have the evidence, and I don't think the powers to be, meaning this corrupt 1%, which, by the way, could even be the government. See, that's the thing that you're not understanding. You're not understanding that you might be trying to reach out to someone to help you who doesn't want to help you. Now, again, I have to say all of this is alleged. I have to say that to protect myself legally. But in other words, like as an example, so let's say you retain an attorney. Let's say it's Wes Christian. Okay. How do you know that he's going to be able to do anything? Like, how do you know he's going to get Adam Aaron to cooperate? Because he probably won't. How do you know he's going to get the board of directors to cooperate? Which they probably won't. How do you know he's going to get a judge to be able to order Adam Aaron to do an internal audit of the shares? How do you know any of this is going to happen? How do you know if the government, the SEC, is going to get involved? Look, I'm not trying to be negative. I just don't see it working. And I just keep that what we're doing is that we keep going. It's kind of like musical chairs or Ring Around the Rosie. We just keep going like this. It's like we're driving in like a complete spin. And that's all we keep doing. And we always wind up back to the beginning. We never ever make any progress. And the reason why I feel we're not making any progress is because what we're doing simply is not working. And I know you don't like me, a lot of people hate me. That's fine. But I've always been right. You could hate me, you could despise me, you could hate my face, you could hate my voice, you could hate my personality, whatever the case may be. But I feel I'm right. Okay? You see, what I've learned in life is that you have to get to what's called the root of the problem, the core of the problem. And until you get to the core, you could kind of dance around it. You could do all kinds of things, but you're not reaching the core. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like talking about the core. Did you ever see that movie, The Core? Phenomenal movie, man. Because we've all seen Armageddon, Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck, and we've seen a lot of movies like The End of the World, Deep Impact, another great movie. But they never had to do with the Earth. Like it was something like, like an asteroid that was going to hit Earth or something of that nature. In the movie The Core, it was caused by the actual Earth. It was caused by you had to go into the core of the Earth. And you had to basically, it was never done before. You had to have the technology to be able to get there. Which is, obviously something incredible, I think. So, but getting back, you're probably like, where's the connection? The connection is you got to get to the core of the problem. That's the key. What is the core of the problem? It all starts from the company. Remember that, because I am a firm believer that if you have a CEO and if you have board of directors who are not, obviously, I think by now, they're not on the side of retail, right? I mean, do you still have this delusional stuff going on in your head that you think Adam Aaron did all of this for retail? Do you think the board of directors are for retail at AMC? Yeah. They're using the retail investors as blood transfusions to keep AMC alive. All they want to do is dilute and use our money, take our shares, and if you feel otherwise, you're just unfortunately, very stupid person. That's it. I don't know what else to tell you, If you actually think someone who wants to take 90% of your shares, continue dilution, I mean, we're seeing everything that's happening. Terra's selling 8 making a fortune. What do you think's going to happen after the 10-for-1 reverse stock split? Listen, I don't want to keep saying it because I think we all know the answers. But you might say, but what's the solution? You got to get to the root of the problem. And it's still not too late. It's not too late. That's what you don't understand. Because none of this has happened yet. It's been approved, but it didn't happen. Okay? You got to get Adam Aaron out of there. That's what you got to do. You got to get the board of directors out. But you see, you know what it is? Look, I got a lot of people who emailed me. I did. But nowhere near the numbers that I needed. I needed big numbers. I got crumbs. You understand? Like, I didn't get the whole bakery. If I got enough emails of people who wanted to do this, meaning take over AMC, fire Adam Aaron, fire the AMC board of directors, then I could have hired a law firm. We could have made this happen. We could have did one of two things. Either make a straight out takeover of a AMC offer, which they might take, you never know, okay? Or have an entity set up where I could have prevented this from happening. Because if you had an entity that had over 50%, okay, ownership of AMC, I could have assigned one person, let's just say it was me, and we could have went down on March 14 and voted no. And all of this would have been over. I told all of you this was going to happen. I told all of you majority of people were not going to vote. And then the ones who did vote, voted yes, apparently. And who knows what other corruption and rig system is going on. We don't know that. Again, I'll say it's alleged, but we don't know it. So I knew all of this was going to happen, and I was trying my best to pour out my heart to all of you and to tell you this was going to happen, but it happened. You know, it's not too late. That's the thing. But I just think what happened, if you want me to tell you the truth, I just think that a lot of people just gave up. I mean, I'm seeing so many people are telling me, I'm out, we sold. And you know what the sad thing is that by giving up, what's going on is you're making everybody win. Once again, the hedge funds are going to win. The 1% wins again. You know, it's like another one bites the dust for the retail investors. And I don't see, I really came into this play with the hopes of change, with the hopes of beating the hedge funds, the hopes of making Wall Street a fair marketplace for all, not just for the 1%, but for the retail investor. And it doesn't seem like it's going to happen because everyone's defeated, you know? Everyone's defeated. Everyone's like, oh, I can't take it no more. I'm selling. I'm out. Ape Father, I'm out. You know, if you just came to an acceptance that maybe the problem is it's a rig system, it's corruption, and if you took a different approach, which is to make the retail investors in charge, you might see different results. You might see different results if you had somebody like me as the CEO of AMC, someone who cannot be bought, someone who cannot be sold, someone who cannot be influenced, okay? And you might start seeing things. You might see, Share Intel being hired, exposing synthetics before it's too late. Still time. There is still time. You might see a lot of this stuff, but it's just, unfortunately, you see, I didn't realize, and I'll tell you this, when I came into this play, how unwilling the AMC apes are. It just seems like all of you just want to kind of follow the herd, You all want to do what Adam Aaron says. You want to do what Gary Gensler says. You want to do what the AMC Board of Directors says. And that's why Adam Aaron was very confident when he did his tour all around the country. He was meet and greeting all the AMC investors, saying, look, we need this. We need a yes vote. We're going to lower AMC's debt, blah, blah, blah. It just seems like you want to all keep it very simple. But the thing is, you're not keeping it simple.